Okay, you're on.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I see there's one lady and one gentleman here. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All right, sounds better. How many vegans are here? We love all of you. We love everybody. This is the first time in 30 years I've worn a costume in the month of October. This is my daily outfit. 30 years ago, I had a stroke, high blood pressure, diabetes. This is a picture. I was 260 pounds, and I was eating anything that walked, crawl, fly, or swim. Little did I know that I was cutting my life short until I had a stroke, February 5th, 1987. And many people wonder, why are we teaching each other and trying to help each other to become vegans? There's a reason. I became a vegan and I lost 75 pounds in 3 months, 30 years ago. I stopped eating meat. I haven't eaten meat, dairy, artificial coloring, flavors in 30 long years. And thank you. And so therefore, after becoming a vegan, I started teaching people how to do it. And at that time, the only thing we ever spoke about was cholesterol. That's all we spoke about was cholesterol. You didn't hear anything about diabetes. It was cholesterol was the main thing. My cholesterol was 350. My blood pressure was 220/180. And I had a lot of stress. I had the largest auto body shop in San Diego, California at that time. I had 38 employees, and you know that's a lot of stress, especially the day after payday. Nobody wants to come back to work. So I laid in the hospital on February 5th, and I started praying. I didn't reach for my wallet. I reached for the Bible, and I said, please, I'm not ready to go. I know none of you have ever been to that point in your life, I hope. But if that ever happens to you, you're not thinking about the money that you have in the bank. You're not thinking about the beautiful car and the beautiful home. You're thinking about one thing, and that's living. And I made a promise at that time to God. I said, just give me one more chance, and I'm going to do everything I can to change. And it seemed like he said, you got it. Prove it. And from that day on, I've been teaching people how to go through the change. I own a weight loss center called New Me Weight Control. And I've traveled America teaching people. I met John Robbins and Dr. Michael Clapper when Earth Save was first founded. Very incredible gentlemen. And they taught me a lot. Diet for a New America was one of the greatest books ever written, I think. It taught me a lot of what's happening with our animals, what's happening with our universe. And so I started traveling America, teaching people how to make the change. And that's the hardest thing that we can do, is change. Change is the hardest thing there is. But if you have a reason why you need to make the change, then you'll have your goal. You set your goals. My reasoning was I wanted to live until I died. I did not want anybody taking care of me, giving me depends and all those other things that happens when you get older. Can anybody tell me what my birthday is? Let me do something here. This is not a commercial, but I have a home improvement company here in Miami, and I will give away $500 gift certificate. We remodel kitchens, everything, to the person that can tell me my birth date. That's the date, the year. Yes? Say what? What did he say? What? I couldn't hear it. Somebody,
He wants to see your driver's license.
He wants to see your driver's license.
he wants to what?
He wants to see your driver's license. It might be on there.
He wants to cheat. I won't cheat.
Wait, we got to
One more, a couple more. No, I already said that one. The day I was born, not conceived, but born. No.
February 14th, 1950.
What month?
February.
No.
October.
No.
The day after the stroke.
262 days after January 1st.
Oh, God. Get your computer out.
I was born on Friday.
September something?
September what?
September something?
September something.
22nd.
All right, nobody's got it. One more, and that's it. She's got it, but she doesn't count. She came with me.
Oh.
September 19th, so that makes me how old?
Oh. Oh.
1947.
Older than me, 70.
All right, I'm 70 years young. And I feel wonderful. And believe it, in those 30 years, nobody wanted the gift. In those 30 years, I have not had a head cold. And my roommate is sitting right over there, Cleopatra. She can attest to this. I have not had one day that I was sick. I don't get tired. Okay, I listen to my body. My body says, okay, you need to go to sleep. And I go to sleep. I sleep well, really well. I wake up without a clock. Stress, bring me some. When you eat healthy, your body can deal with the stress a whole lot better. And we have a lot of stress in America now. And the people that come from outside of America, when you come to America, they hand you a basket and say, here's your stress. So we can offset that stress by eating healthier. Okay? And so after traveling around America, setting up, helping people, I'm doing what I made the promise to do. Okay, I'm happy every day. Road rage, main cause, stress, anger. Eating the wrong foods. You'd be surprised what happens when you eat the wrong foods. Anybody know what it's like to change over and eat the right foods? To eat the healthy foods? And you can talk about your children, how they feel, how they're doing, how they sleep better, the anger that they had. If they could change the diets in the schools, our country could really change. Really change. Cow's milk is for what?
Calves.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Why are we feeding our children cow's milk? It's for cows.
He said it's good for them. Because the milk industry says it's good for them.
Yeah, exactly. And McDonald's says that hamburgers come from the hamburger patch. See, when we learn the truth and just take it baby steps, you don't have to run right out of here today with those that are not vegans or vegetarian. You have to run right out today, but let us be the messengers that can help you. Because I'm tired of seeing people taking all this medication. Medication comes from the ground, grows from the ground. If you said you're going to give me $1 million to come to my house and find an aspirin, I'd be just as broke as I am today. Medicine comes from the ground. All right? My time is about up, but any questions on what I do? I have a number here if anybody is interested in me working with you into the transition phase. I do cooking classes, I do shopping classes, and I work with you in the exercising, whatever you need to support you into going through the change. Yes, sir.
Do you have a website or a contact number we can put out?
Yes, CaptainHealth019@gmail.com.
It'll be on the EarthSave media.
Yes, sir.
What are some of your favorite recipes and dishes?
Well, I'm a tofu addict. Although someone eating burgers the other day told me that tofu wasn't good for you. They also said that spirulina is a problem. Anybody drink spirulina? I drink spirulina every day for the last 30 years. And I credit that to my youthfulness of me staying young and without the pains. Body has no pains. I have no pains. I feel good. I had a hip replacement. I used to do a lot of things. I had a hip replacement in '09, in December of '09. And they told me that I probably wouldn't be able to walk again, to walk the regular, walk the right way. They told me don't climb ladders, don't ride my motorcycle, and they kept wanting to pump me up with all the medication, and I wouldn't take it. I was in the Veterans Hospital, and I had my picture up on the wall, and I brought my wok in, and I made my tofu meals, and the nurses and everybody was loving it because of the foods that they feed you in the hospital. I tell you, no wonder you can't leave and you're having infections and things. But I left there in 7 days and haven't had any pain since, and feel great. Feel great.
Well, thank you.
Did I answer your question? Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you for listening.
We'll be back. Come back next month, the month after. Captain Health.
I'll be here.
Captain Health. Okay, Kathy has something that is yummy. It's called moringa. It's not a dance, is it? It's what is
That's
it?
the Macarena.
Oh, that's the Macarena, but moringa. Kathy, you got the mic?
Okay.
I'm moving all this stuff away.
Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, everybody. How are you tonight?
Make it loud.
Can you hear me now? Thank you. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I discovered a plant. It's called moringa. It's a weed tree. It originated in Africa. It's
Louder.
It's a tall plant. It's a tree can grow as much as 15 feet a year, sometimes more. So you really have to trim it and take care of it. The amazing thing about it, has anyone ever heard of an ORAC scale? Okay, an ORAC scale is a measurement of how much nutrition a food has. And this is in the hundreds of thousands, where something like blueberries, I think, is something like 125,000. But moringa is much more. It's got more vitamin D than milk, which we don't drink anyway. It's got more vitamin C than oranges. It's got more essential fatty acids than avocado. It's got more iron than spinach. Yada, yada, yada. It gives you energy. It makes coffee useless. It also doesn't give you the jolt and the jangle that coffee does. If you have some, at the end of the day, you're supposed to be tired. You've worked, you've played, you've done whatever you are doing with your life, and you figure you should be tired. And you realize, I'm not tired. I can do more. And it's a really wonderful thing. It is, so far as we know, one of the, if not the highest, nutritional food on the planet. It used to be used in Africa to stave off malnutrition. But of course, with corporate this and corporate that, it's been nearly forgotten. So I learned about it and remembered it. And the problem is, it's an acquired taste. It tastes kind of bitter, like dandelion leaves, but more. So I figured out a way to make it taste good. I made a drink out of it. I call it moringa milk. It's absolutely wonderful. I brought some as a sample. So if anyone would like to try it, here it is. But I warn you, I've added papaya to it. So if you're allergic to papaya, don't have some. What is it, man?
She wants a sample.
Okay, if you would like to try some, please bring a cup up and we'll give it a go. I don't think anybody's going to be unhappy.
If necessary, just go like this.
What? Hi, how you doing? It tastes good.
No, enough.
I have it for sale here too. If you can use only a half a teaspoon of it in a smoothie, on a salad, whatever, and it'll do the trick for you. The serving of the milk, the mix of which I brought, is a half cup. And it'll keep you going for the day.
Keep it going, huh?
It was different. I just got bored. Welcome. Anyone else? Jeff loves this stuff. So what I did is I actually became a raw vegan. I was very sick for a time. And how, everybody dislike it, by the way?
What is that?
You dislike it?
No, I like it.
You like it?
It's really good, folks. I mean, grab a cup.
It contains only sunflower seeds, exotic spices I import from Egypt, and the moringa leaves, which I dry in powder. That's it. There's nothing secret, nothing magical, but God or nature or the universe has provided for us this food, which is magical. It's absolutely wonderful. I hope you all enjoy it. Yes, ma'am?
How much do you sell it for? What size and how much?
I have a supply, a month's worth of moringa. The serving is 1/2 teaspoon of this powder. So this is about a month's worth, a teeny bit more, and it's $11. I have pre-mixed moringa milk such as you're drinking, but without the papaya. And this is 8 servings already mixed, and it's $15, which is less than $2 a shot. It's work product, it's effort, and as you say, it's delicious. And you'll find that you'll feel really good for the rest of the evening, too. And as I said, a serving is only 1/2 cup. At the beginning, you don't want more. Maybe later on you want more. But at the beginning, if you have more, it's like too much. You know, whenever you get used to a new food. So a 1/2 cup serving, which contains about 1/2 teaspoon of the moringa, is enough to keep you going for the day. And you will notice a difference. You'll be more clear-headed. You'll have more energy to go. And it's just a lovely thing. Now, I've reached the end of my scope. So I've had to say what I have to say. I know that there's a special speaker here tonight. So I think I'm done. If anybody wants some, please come see me. Yes, ma'am?
I would like the $11.
Okay.
So come on up. So if you wanted to buy some, it's right here. If you didn't try it, you lose. It's really good. It's really, really good. I say that every time. Okay.
Hello?
Can you hear? Can everybody hear?
Hi. Good evening, everybody. After listening to Captain Health, I just want to bring the attention to our product line. It's a super healthy vegan dog formula. You will say dogs eat meat? Yes, they do. But as humans, they are omnivores. They can eat anything you feed them in the right formulation. We have been manufacturing this for about 5 years. It's manufactured in Argentina. The factory manufactures 6 days a week human-grade flour, which we export to many countries in the world. And 1 day a week with the same factory, the same ingredients, we manufacture dog food. So the quality is FDA approved. The factory is kosher approved.